Good evening. It's Wednesday night. This is Attorney Amihan April M. Alcazar, the host of AAA Live here at the Education Channel, where academic goals are advanced and achieved. about to start with our very interesting discussion here, sir. So maybe you can just give us a little bit of an insight by way of an introduction to the Unified Financial Assistance Program. When was the law enacted? What are the pertinent provisions? And what are the opportunities that are available for our students? Sir.
Thank you, Dr. April. No? So my office is the so-called Unified Financial Assistance System for Tertiary Education. We call it UniFAST in short. No, this is a law which is originally enacted during the time of President Aquino, but actually in the Duterte administration, because of the landmark law RA 10931, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, no, yung tinatawag nating UACTE. The office basically finds it's a very good exposure, and there are a lot of programs under the UACTE. So right now we are an attached agency to the Commission on Higher Education, and basically our office is in charge with all student financial assistance for college students.
Yes. So maybe we can specifically discuss, sir, because there are many opportunities that are available for our students. But first and foremost, who are indeed eligible for the UniFAST system or program, sir?
Well, Dr. April, siguro we'll just siguro for our viewers, and for our listeners, I think we have to categorize first yung mga programs natin sa UniFAST, no?
Yes.
We basically have 4 programs. We have the free higher education. We have the tertiary education subsidy, including the tulong-dunong program. We have the student-owned program, and then the free technical vocation education training. So these are the 4 pillars of our projects.
Yes.
So for basically for the free higher education and the tertiary education subsidy, and the tulong-dunong program, these are eligible. These are available, and all the students that are undergraduate can avail of this. No, sa free higher education, hindi na sila magbabayad ng kanilang tuition and other school fees. So basically, wala na po tayong binabayaran sa mga state universities and local universities and colleges. Yan po ay covered na ng ating batas. So we have a lot of students right now in the public sector, public school, because of the free higher education. On top of that, we have also the tertiary education subsidy. Maganda po itong program natin, Dr. April, now because right now we have the call for the application for the TES. No, so tamang-tama po yung pag-invite nyo rin sa akin because
so we're informed of the deadline, sir.
Yeah,
so we want to expose our students to this information and opportunity. Itong tertiary education subsidy is a subsidy given to qualified students, no? Ang kagandahan sa ating programa, this is not tied up with grades, no? Hindi siya merit scholarship, unlike the merit scholarship ng Commission on Higher Education. Ang importante lang dito, you meet the retention and admission requirements of the school, of the college you are in. No, dapat you're enrolled in state universities or local universities or colleges and private schools that are in the registry of the Commission on Higher Education. So baka magtanong kasi yung mga estudyante, pwede ba ako kung nag-aaral ako sa private school? Yes, pwede ka. But so long as your school is under meron siyang permit under the Commission on Higher Education. Of course, recognized.
Yes, recognized siya. For our TES, a student gets as much as 100,000 pesos per
Is that for a year, sir? Really?
Yes, for academic year. Kasi yung regular dyan is 60,000 for private schools, 40,000 for public schools kasi libre na yung tuition and other school fees. And if the student is a PWD who happens to be a TS grantee, gets an additional 30,000 pesos.
For PWD.
Yes, PWDs yan. And then you just have to show proof that you are a PWD, yung ID ng PWD. And then pag re-reimburse ka, magbo-board exam ka, for example, malapit na may mga board exam na this week. Actually, may board exam this week, no? you get 10,000 maximum reimbursement for your licensure examination. So for private schools,
of course.
Yeah, oo.
And then reimbursement. Okay.
Yes. So for private schools, you get as much as 100,000 pesos. For public schools, you get as much as 80,000 pesos.
Because 40,000 per semester.
Yes, 40,000. Okay, and then we also have this tulong-dunong program.
Yes.
This one naman is kasi hindi halos lahat ng estudyante nagka-qualify sa tertiary education subsidy. Gawa ng ang mga nagka-qualify dito usually are in the DSWD listahanan. No?
Merong
nandoon sa listahanan 2.0.
Yes.
So for those students that are really poor pero hindi nasa listahanan, we can accommodate them in the tulong-dunong program. So this one is 15,000 per academic year. Medyo maliit, pero it's still a help.
But still, definitely a help, right?
Yes, oo. Right now, we have around 500,000 students who are grantees of the tertiary education subsidy. For our tulong-dunong, we have more than 300,000. And for free higher education, we're close to 2 million college students. So yun yung nasa-serve natin.
Yeah. So just to recap, so Attorney Estevez, so this is really for the those colleges, first in the public education sector, you mentioned free tuition fees sila and all school fees. But then even if they're from the private schools, you would still have tertiary education subsidy and or the tulong-dunong that they could apply for. So I think
in fact, Doc April, no?
Yes.
Yung budget ng UniFAST ngayon is 26 billion.
Wow, no? Okay. This is for 2022.
For 2022. 20 billion of that is for the tertiary education subsidy.
Okay. Specifically na yun.
Sobrang laki, no? While 5 billion is for the free higher education in local colleges and universities.
Okay. So I think we've been very much successful insofar as the implementation of this for the 3 different funds. But I think specifically for tonight, we have our discussants who are joining us really interested to know more about the 4th aspect of this UniFAST, which is really for technical education. So maybe we could try to introduce what are the funds that are available right now. And again, talking about the programs and the eligibility for specifically technical vocational institutions and or technical education.
Actually, the free TVET, we call it free TVET, is another pillar of the UniFAST program. And this is basically implemented right now by the Tertiary, by the TESDA. So TESDA na implement. We have a memorandum of agreement with TESDA that they will be the one to implement the free technical vocation education training. But they have to report, they usually report quarterly na accomplishments nila sa UniFAST board because it's still part of the program. So yung free tech book natin basically covers mga learners natin who wanted to take mga technical vocation education programs across the country. And they are actually exempt from paying fees in state-run technical vocation institutions and mga private schools that also implements tech book programs. So ang naku-cover natin dyan ay tuition fees and miscellaneous and other related fees. Kasama na dyan yung training support provisions like when you take the National Competency Assessment, instructional materials, even living allowance, we also give them. Starter toolkits and workshop shirts, binibigay natin yan sa ating mga learners. We call them learners to differentiate them from the college and degree courses, So we call them learners. So these learners will have yung sinabi kong mga assistance na binibigay natin sa mga estudyante through the schools, no? Ito ay ini-implement ngayon ng TESDA.
I see, sir. So right now, because we have here interested parties who are technical vocational institutions and or TVET, so how can the schools actually participate, sir, in this TVET scholarships or financial assistance, and of course the students in terms of like their applications?
Okay, merong system ang ang TESDA, no, ang Technical Education ang TESDA,
Yes,
no. Yeah, ang TESDA, meron silang system to basically accredit, no, mga schools, no, to implement the program. So the students will have to enroll themselves, no, the learners will have to enroll themselves in state-run or those private schools that are in partnership with TESDA. So makikita naman yan makikita naman yan sa website ng mga schools kung ang mga schools na yan ay nag-i-implement ng tertiary vocational education, technical vocation education training. So yan ay basically open yan sa lahat ng mga estudyante, no, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga out-of-school youth natin na gustong magkaroon ng skills training. Karamihan dito yung mga ayaw mag-college, ayaw mag-pursue ng degree courses, no? 2 years, 1 year. So they go to textbook schools, no, because Filipinos are very employable actually, no, sa ibang bansa.
Definitely sa ibang bansa.
No, pag magpunta ka sa ibang bansa, halos Pilipino ang mga manggagawa doon. So we have a lot of human resources, no? At pinag-iigting natin yung programa natin ng textbook kasi ito ay kailangan, no? So maganda rin itong program natin, Dr. April, ngayon, no? Because we are opening doors actually, no, hindi lang sa TES saka sa free higher ed, but also for our students who wanted to just study for 2 years for their skills training, and then they wanted to work abroad. Karamihan kasi dito nag-abroad makatapos sila ng kanilang textbook training, makapasa sila sa NC2 examinations, so they are very, very employable abroad.
Could you also give us an idea, sir, of the financial assistance? Because of course, depended di ba yan sa kind ng training that they will be undertaking for the TVET, but maybe like the range of financial assistance besides the kinds that you mentioned earlier?
It depends on the program, no?
Yes.
Kasi yung program is specific tayo sa TVET, no? Unlike in ES and free higher ed, naka-specify lang yung how much makukuha ng bata.
So yun ang pagkakaibang malaki.
Yes. Program is specific tayo. Now, there are some courses or there are some skills training, technical vocation training that are more expensive, sabihin natin. That means more money, more funding than the others.
Yes.
So, depende sa pupasukan ng learners natin. So, ganun siya, naka-specific siya sa program.
Yes, so we believe we can recommend to the students kung anong interest nila, then they can look at the program specifics and then they would know particularly what is the financial assistance and the kind of assistance that is being given by the TVET institution.
Yes. Practically, Doc April, wala na rin silang binabayaran
Almost, diba?
Yeah, almost, no? Wala na rin silang binabayaran because dahil nga itong programa natin is program specific siya, tailored fit nga yung assistance natin sa programs ng TVET, no? So halos wala nang binabayaran ng mga estudyante.
Yes. And of course, we mentioned that the UniFAST is really a very good program for the students. But how about, sir, yung sa institutions? What kind of services does your UniFAST system also extend to the institution so that they could really aid the implementation of this program specifically for the students?
Well, basically, sa school naman, hindi naman lugi dito ang school because we also give them the admin support cost.
Yes, kasama yun.
Yes, kasama yan. Factored in yan So, the student, like the tertiary education subsidy and the tulong-dunong program, meron silang admin support cost. So, the more students they have, the bigger the admin support cost that they would get from the government. So ito ay kasama na doon sa nire-release nating pondo sa mga schools.
Yeah, so how could you encourage, in fact, our students and of course institutions to really avail of this great opportunity? Sabi nyo nga ngayon, application na, and syempre malapit na rin yung admission for like the next academic year. So ano mga preparations ang pwede nating i-recommend for our students and institutions to prepare to partake of the opportunities in the UniFAST program?
Siguro magandang tingnan natin yung ating 'di ba kasi may K-12 tayo ngayon, Doc.
Yes, opo.
So tingnan natin kung anong STEM kayo, anong strand kayo, 'di ba? Kung saan kayo.
Yes, academic. Yes.
Yeah, kung tingnan natin kung saan kayo naka-fit na courses para hindi naman masayang din. Kasi we also discourage yung mga students from transferring from one course to another kasi hindi sila natatapos eh. So I think maganda itong time na ito to really reflect on what really, ano ba yung gusto kong mangyari? Ano ba yung gusto kong maging ako after graduation? Anong work do I wanted to have? And then ano yung mga interest ko? Kasi there are a lot, I think, Doc April, panahon natin, sometimes we are being forced by our parents to enroll in...
Influence, diba?
Oo, no offense sa ating mga parents, pero ang gusto ng parents natin, yun ang nasusunod eh. Diba? But right now, with my pamangkins and all that, I ask them, ano bang gusto mo?
Interest nila.
Yeah, interest nila. So that when they study, masaya sila. Interesado sa pinag-aaralan nila. And I think that is very, very important, no? In choosing the right course, the right technical vocation education training, no? For all you know, baka ang hilig mo pagluluto.
Yes, arts, diba?
Yeah, my brother, I sent him to a nursing school. For example, he finished 3 years in nursing school. Wala siyang failures.
Yes.
Only to find out, ang gusto niya pala is culinary.
Talaga?
So,
Shift siya.
ang hirap sabihin, pero nasayang yung 3 years.
Yes.
Yung gastos ko for the 3 years. Ang gusto niya lang pala is culinary. Well, it's my fault because I forced him to enroll. So sabi ko nga, well, yung mga pamangkin ko ngayon, I tell my, mga pamangkin ko, on a personal note, Doc April, no?
Yes.
Ask the children what they want, no? I think it will, malaking bagay yon if masusunod yung gusto nila. Kasi sila naman ang mag-aaral eh. Hindi naman tayo.
Yes.
Saka libre na rin eh.
Di ba? Part of our student services, hindi ba sir, yung student services natin, part of that is really career guidance and counseling. So parang right now, this is our innovation in that virtual, we are providing that kind of career guidance and counseling through the education channel in order to broaden the perspectives and the horizons of the students. Because as you know, there was like some limitations because of the pandemic, di ba?
Yeah.
So definitely you would recommend interest and then yung aptitude ng ating mga students to be the possible indicators of what they will choose. And of course, for the continuation naman of this program, could you also give your encouragement to our institutions to continue partaking of this opportunity and supporting the UniFAST system?
Yeah, actually, Doc April, padami ng padami ang ating mga schools.
Yes,
no?
definitely.
We
recognize
for this year lang, we are seeing an increase of around 200,000 for higher education. So imagine, dami talaga naming estudyante, no? And this is an opportune time also because nakaka-4 na taon na kami.
Yes.
And we are actually claiming the victories of free higher education na. So may mga estudyante na tayo na naging first year nung first year na in-implement ito na graduate na. Oo, 2018. We're very happy to reap the fruits of our labor, no, yung binibigay ng gobyerno, Oo.
Yes, so that's already the return on investment of the UniFAST. Okay.
Yes.
So I think it's very clear that this is a program with great promise for both our students and our institutions. So again, it's been the most productive special episode that we've had here on Education Channel. So thank you so much for joining us. Education is going to be seamless from education from the employment to business opportunities. So again, this has been your host, Attorney Amian April M. Alcazar. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'm looking forward to having everyone again join us next time here at the Education Channel. So thank you so much for your participation, and stay safe and healthy, everyone, and good evening.